build a list of priorities for what you're trying to do. As a martial art, what we're doing as a martial art is we want to bring the fight to the ground. Do you know why we want to bring a fight to the ground?
So that
You don't know why? I'll tell you why. You want to bring a fight to the ground because athleticism is diminished. You understand? A really athletic guy, if he's a lot more athletic than you, he's way more athletic on the feet than he is if I put his ass down and lay on top of you. Yeah, so if I can bring you down on the ground, we're much more equal. Athleticism matters less. Your weight matters less, which is now distributed further along. Yeah? Your strength is diminished when you're laying on your back. So all of these reasons is why we bring a fight to the ground. Remember, the assumption of basic Jiu-Jitsu, what we do, is that we're smaller, we're weaker, we're older, we're uglier, we make less money, we have a worse car. Nothing. The last one.
You describe Jiu-Jitsu instructor.
We're older, we're weaker, we're smaller. Yeah? We're slower. They've got all the physical advantages. We bring the fight to the ground to remove as many of those physical advantages as possible. We pass the legs when we get on the ground because when someone's on their back, lay down for a second. If he's laying down on his back, punch this. That's a shit punch. Kick. Papa! That was a shit kick too, but kick well. He can kick the shit out of this from there. Yeah, from his back he can kick really well. Punch not so well. This is why we pass the guard when we punch. Why do we do this? Because now if he's going to fight me, we're fighting, and he's going to punch me from here. Yeah, he punches okay, but I punch really well from here. Because I don't want to play the striking game with Rob from here because he'll break my face. So we come in, we find a way to navigate around the legs, and then we want to fight from here, or even better from here. Because if I get to here, he's not punching me hard at all. And if he wants to play a striking game from here where he's letting me go to strike at me, he's letting me go to strike at him too. And I'm going to punch the shit out of him from here. So this is why we bring the fight down. The bigger, stronger, more athletic guy is diminished. Yeah? Even when I'm on the bottom, I can diminish his abilities much more easily when I've got him down and I've got my legs around him. This is why we fight on the ground. Yeah? That's the whole point of what we're doing as a martial art. So that when you look at that as why, that's why we practice. That's the aim, the objective. If I get into a fight, is to grab you and bring you down, and then be on top of you, get around your dangerous legs and kill you. That's what we're doing. So you want to build a list of priorities in your head, a map, a road map in your head on how to get this job done. Does that make sense? Now, when you come to class every night, you don't have the whole job in front of you. Some nights you just have to bring the big guy down. Some nights you're going to start from the bottom already. He brought you down, and you've got to find a way to get out and free yourself. Some nights you're going to start from inside the legs, and you've got to find a way around the legs and get to the top. And whatever. We break it up into snippets. But the whole game has that objective: is that I want to be on top of you wherever I can. I want to keep myself safe from all those positions, from your ability to strike and hit me back. And then from there, execute my game plan, which is to finish with a submission hold. Yeah? If you build a map in your mind as to what the priorities are, it will not change. The priorities, you may have other things that intercept it, but the priorities of Jiu-Jitsu don't never change. Does everyone here knows who Gordon Ryan is?
Yeah.
Gordon Ryan,
to me, son.
Gordon Ryan, for the last 10 years, has been spouting a lot of bullshit online, maybe not the last 10, maybe the last 5, about the gi being finished and the gi jiu-jitsu is old and the gi is this and the gi is that. With the exception of him, if you remove him, just that one human being, Gordon Ryan, from the equation, every single ADCC winner that came from jiu-jitsu was a gi champion. Every single world champion is a gi and no gi world champion, including all his other teammates that are exclusively no gi guys. They can't beat the gi guys. None of them. He's the only one in the history of the freaking world that's won, dominated no gi and doesn't wear the gi. And I promise you, he can fight in the gi. And I know that because of how well he fights without it. He can fight in the gi. The reason he doesn't wear the gi is because there are certain grips that some big guys make that you cannot break. And he's not the biggest, he's only like 98 kilos or whatever. And there's some guys that weigh 120, 130. And those bucheches, if they grab your legs and they pin, your legs are staying pinned. So he may get pinned by some guys in the gi, but he won't lose to them. He won't get tapped. His understanding is there. If you remove that one man out of the equation, everyone knows Craig Jones. Who beat Craig Jones in the last ADCC? Remember? There's a guy named Kanan. Kanan is a gi world champion. Who beat Gary Tonin in the last ADCC? Do you remember? He was one of Marcelo's guys. The gi champion. They're all gi guys. If you go back historically, the best guys in the gi are the best guys no gi. And even to this day is the same case if you take Gordon in. Now if you leave Gordon in and he's screaming every day on every social media platform 100 times a day, people are starting to believe, oh no, the gi is bullshit. The gi is, take it from me, I've been doing this for 25 years, it's harder. This is harder than no gi. If you get good at this, you're good at no gi. If you get good at no gi, you're not good with the jacket on. You're not. You're good at half the game. The gi is going to teach you how to escape. It's going to teach you how to survive. It's going to teach you lots of ways to use material to strangle people and to not get strangled by people. It's a more difficult game.
And it teaches you to see jiu-jitsu in millimeters, not like 6 inch
Yeah.
gap. When there's no gi, you can make big, like 6 inches or a foot movement is like that.
No gi, athleticism matters more. Speed matters more. Strength matters more. That's my wife. She can't start my Corolla.